shades in their face, let them know I'm a blue and gold up. Make them haters throw up. Throw that blue and gold up. Make them haters throw up. Throw that blue and gold up. Make them haters throw up. Throw that blue and gold up. Make them haters throw up. Throw that blue and gold up. Make them haters throw up. Throw that blue and gold up.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first edition officially on NetSN Live weekly wrap-up show. It's Brett with Corey, and looking for Vince. He hopefully will be able to join us soon here. And Corey, man, how's your week going?
Oh, it's going.
I feel like I had a long time.
Man, it's been a while. It feels like I hadn't. Man, you know what the funny thing about it was? As soon as I stopped talking as much, I lose my voice. I got a cold, lose my voice. And then today I'm like, oh, I can finally talk again. So, yeah, so it's all good now.
Well, I'm glad you have your voice today because you're going to need it. So we have a couple of special guests coming on tonight. The first one, for those that don't know, this is Matt Oswalt, and he is from Scouting Report. He's going to come on here, and we'll let him talk about his service. Matt, welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Matt, for those that don't know, tell everyone kind of what your service is and kind of what you do with the athletes around here in the East Texas area.
Scouting Report is a recruiting platform for high schools. It's really a service for the high school coaches to help their athletes. There's a lot of kids out here, and a lot of coaches probably would agree that mom, dads come to the office. Coaches ain't doing nothing for us to help us get recruited. Well, this is a platform putting almost all of it in the parents and athletes' lap. That way they can't say, hey, the coaches aren't doing anything for us, because the coaches are providing them a tool to help promote themselves and keeping them away from those expensive recruiting services that cost like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for the parents. Basically, coach, I get in contact with the athletic director, go out there, of course, talk with them. We're for the college prospects that have shown potential to play at the next level. That's the value of what I bring to college coaches, because they're already handpicked, hand-selected from their high school coaches. That way it's not watered down with a bunch of athletes that have no chance. I'd play at the next level. So when I do my prospects list, it's all directly from the high school coaches. So the high school coach, he'll submit the prospects. I'll set them up in the platform. Once I set them up in the platform, the athlete can log in, edit the profile, upload their huddle information, and all that. And what makes it special is the athlete has the full college coaches database built in the platform. So now the athlete has access to every college coach in the nation with his coaches. The number one reference is all his contact information, his Twitter, all that information right there for a college coach. So it's up to the athlete. He has access. He doesn't have to go to every website in the world trying to think of which college is this and trying to find college coach's email and everything for that. That's what's the bonus side for the athletes. The high school coach, he can track what his athletes are doing and seeing which athletes are putting in the time and the effort and want to be recruited. The high school coaches also get the database. So it helps the high school coach be able to reach out to potential college coaches for their athletes, and it doesn't take them forever to search down where a coach is at, etc. So that's the service that we bring to high school coaches. We've in 27 schools right now in East Texas, adding one more tomorrow that hopefully I'll be able to announce, and hopefully another one next week.
Awesome.
Nice.
Did I talk too much?
No, that's
Okay.
what we wanted.
That's good.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I mean, we appreciate all the retweets, and we try to retweet your stuff as well. And so we wanted to bring you on and kind of, for some people that may not know that this actually exists out there. So that was good background information. Speaking of an athlete, we have one of our Chapel Hill basketball players. I don't know if he's on your radar here, but he should be. This is Adrian Muffery. He is a junior at Chapel Hill, just completed the basketball season. We're going to bring Adrian on and join us. Adrian, welcome to the show.
Yes. Thank you.
Can you hear it?
It's kind of hard to see on the phone. Yes.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
What's going on?
All right. Thank you. Nothing much. How about you, man?
What's up, All-Star?
What's up?
Adrian, do you know this guy right here, Adrian? You need to know this guy.
I follow the Twitter. I got the follow today, and I followed back. I kind of keep up with it a little bit.
All right, good deal. Adrian, for those that may be watching and don't know, kind of give us a background of where you came from last year and this year, and kind of what you do in your sporting events.
Yes, sir. So I'm a varsity basketball player at Chapel Hill. I'm a junior. My freshman and sophomore year, I was playing varsity at 3A, White Oak basketball. Shout out Coach Cloud and the Roughnecks. My freshman year, I won Newcomer of the Year. My sophomore year, I won first team all district. And White Oak is kind of by like the Spring Hill area. We were at 3A. We were a pretty good team. Freshman year, we lost first round of the playoffs. And my sophomore year, we went the third round, lost to Tatum. We gave them a fight. I think we lost by like 8. But yeah, I just moved after, I believe, spring break, because my mom got a nursing job in Tyler, and I've just been blessed to be here ever since. With Coach Johnson and the family that we built, this is honestly a blessing, and we're going to be something big.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you came on. I know we've been kind of watching y'all's season this year, and
yes,
I just want you to know you are at the top of the class on the Sweeney School of Flops. I don't know how much you've listened to us, but I think you drew the most charges.
Oh yeah, I watch it. Yeah,
you draw the most charges, and you may not know this. Corey does. In high school, I was always trying to flop, to get a charge. That was my thing, and so
trying is not the word. You flop.
I drew a lot of charges. I was getting my
flop too.
That's my D stickers. I got a lot of D stickers that way, and
we used to do that where I came from too.
Yeah. Now, I won't suggest it when you get to be almost 40 like I am. It takes a toll on you. So I couldn't get out there and run up down the court one time probably. My body wants me to do that again and try to draw a charge, but it just doesn't. It's not the same. So, but I appreciate the work on both ends, and Corey will agree with me on that. We saw a lot of good things from this season. And so a lot of things to look forward to for next year. Corey, you got anything for him?
Absolutely. I want to go back to Matt real quick. That recruiting database, that's pretty extensive. What got you started in doing that, and how's it progressed from when you started until now?
Man, long story. I'm gonna try and make it short. I know this is a long show, but I don't want to take up all y'all's time. 2014, I had lost my job in the oil field. Had to do something. Went to big work at one of those big recruiting services. 2014 started that, was successful. But then I came across a kid in 2018 from Carthage. Dad reached out to me, went and met with him, and I won't say any names. Definitely not the wealthiest income family there is. Gave him the spill. The dad asked me how much it was. I'm like $4,000. The dad started crying. As a father of 2, I felt with the man. And as I was sitting there looking at him across from the table, I was like, you know what? something's not right with this. It should be an equal opportunity for everybody, not just the kids that can and parents that can afford the service. So right then and there, I said, I'm done with this service. I said, I'm going to help y'all out for free, and I'm going to go out on my own. Quit the company, and 2018 Scouting Report was born.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I like that because that's a lot of kids don't understand, and Adrian, you'll get a process into doing this as well if you haven't already gotten the process. That the process of getting recruited is it's a scary process. It's fun because the thrill of being wanted by someone is always enticing. Your accolades from when you played high school, when you started, maybe little dribblers and flag football now they have Pop Warner, and all the way up until you're a junior, senior year in high school, now that you're actually being recruited or wanted by a higher division program. That's the ultimate thing. And I always tell kids, when I had the opportunity, don't wait until the last minute to find out that hey, you want to go to college.
Amen.
The worst thing you could do is wait until your senior year and to decide the fact that now I want to go to I'm finally being recruited. I'm doing well. Well, what is my grade like? No, I told my cousin years ago. This is back when I was at Sam Houston, and we had a conversation, and he said he told me, he said, well, I want to play college basketball. And I told him, I said, cool. He was a sophomore in high school. I said, what is your GPA? I don't know. I said, well, I don't care how good you are on court. I said, before we do anything, before I tell you anything, I need you to tell me what your GPA is. I said, it's your homework. I said, until you tell me your GPA, I won't tell you anything about basketball or anything like that. He comes back and he tells me his GPA. I said, the first thing you need to do is get your GPA up to here. I said, because the college level, collegiate level, they don't want dummies. I said, I can't coach a kid that doesn't know how to read and write. That's junior college. I said, if you want to go Division I upper level, there's always college. You can go to junior college. That's fine. I said, but they don't want kids that can't learn and who can't learn, who can't do the work. I said, that's what you want to do. You want to look good on paper first. I always tell them that. Look good on paper. You can get in academically, it's fine, and then boom, the rest is up from there. That's what I always told them. And so, you're doing well in school and class. Do well in school and class, man. That's the easiest thing to do. If you can get into school, that's perfect. The rest is just recruiting process. That's neither here nor there. That's just putting eyes on you. So, Adrian, that's the best thing I can tell you, man. If you stick in school, I promise you, there's somebody out there that's looking. Coaches talk all the time, and recruiting and scouting.
Yes,
All this is new. I don't want to say all this is new, but this is a newer platform. They didn't have 20 some odd years ago, not in the East Texas area at least. And it was hard enough for kids to get recruited in tapes. And you got tapes. The old thick tapes and stuff where you had to take in tapes. So you recruit word of mouth and recruiting trails. You got coaches traveling, from miles and miles away. And so a lot of this, and then you had regional scouts where, hey, you got to pick up a phone and call somebody. Hey, I know this, that, and the other. So it's almost sight unseen. And in the basketball circuit, you just had to go to a tryout, and man, you go to a tryout, you got some guys, and put it like this, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler went to TJC. True story, honestly. Jimmy Butler, I was at Sam Houston State. I keep saying this. Jimmy Butler's name was on the recruiting board at Sam Houston State. I remember that guy's name. He eventually doesn't go. That's the only scholarship. Remember, that's the only scholarship offer he had at the time was at Sam Houston State. And he goes to TJC. And he was down the street at Tomball. Goes to TJC, and the rest is history. Coach Johnson, shout out to Coach J. I come back home, he tells me, he said, have you went to TJC yet? I said, no. He said, you may want to go up there. I said, what's that? Kid up there is special. I'm like, you say that all the time, He said, no, that kid's pretty special. And then sure enough, we was talking about Jimmy Butler. So, just the one, doesn't matter if it's just the one that you may or may not get. Sometimes that route is a different route at junior college. So I know I'm speaking a lot, but this is the good opportunity to talk to you about that because man, it's a long journey
Yeah.
ahead. So basketball is a lot open. Keep working and keep striving. Keep taking
Now,
those short.
I think that GPA is pretty good, right, Adrian? I believe I saw something is like what 3.9.
The last time I checked, it got updated. It's a 4.0 now.
Oh, see, there you
we
go. That's what rank are you now? That's probably got pretty high. What, top 20 or something?
I don't know. I don't really check the rank. I kind of just look at the GPA. To be honest,
good. That's pretty good.
I don't look at the rank because I'm in honors classes, so there's gonna be kids that make higher grades just because they have easier classes. So I don't think the rank matters to me. I really just think it's your GPA.
Yeah, taking those tough classes that shows you're dedicated. Just trying to sneak by and take the easier route. So that's awesome. How many college credits you already?
I'm in dual credit history, so I don't really get it until the end of the year, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, I'm just in the honors classes, AP classes.
Okay. Hey, I graduated with 0 college credits. Yeah. Now I work with the tech kids every day. I've got a group of kids that come down out of Coach Estridge's class, and they're like, "Oh, I've got 30 credits," and I'm like, "Man, I graduated with 0." They're already
everything is 10 times 100 now. Like
I
you
know,
get college credits, and you get recruited on Twitter. I mean, what more do you want?
everything's right at your fingertips these days, and you got lots of ways to do it.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I'm watching TV, and it's like, man, I remember that kid from blah 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 blah. He's that's pretty cool. But I do have this question here. So as far as it's go, like I know the gratifying is finally getting a chance to see a kid get signed, and that actually went through the recruiting process. How many kids have you had, if you could say, how many kids you have actually have gotten, to that point where they've gone on to sign, college scholarships, and have they made references and, like testimonials and stuff like that? I know that's a part of the process of doing a service like that.
Yes, it is. And I stressed, and my wife, she does not understand this at all. But I tell her, I never take credit for any of the kids recruiting. It's 100% the athlete doing the work and what they need to do on and off the court, field, track, whatever it is, and the coach putting them in the position to be successful. That's 100% what it is. So when she asked me, how many kids have you, I say 0. It was all them. But how many have I helped? Oh, it's probably up near 100 now or so.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, but I enjoy helping these kids. The Division I level kids are great. Everybody wants to put their name on them. But I've always said successful recruiting is not how many D1 kids you got out there. It's how many kids you didn't leave behind that could have went and played D3, NAIA, JUCO, and got their education that way.
Go somewhere where you can play.
Awesome.
That's always said that. It's like a moniker. Oh, I want to go here. I want to go to Kentucky. Why would you want to go to Kentucky to sit on the bench, and you could possibly go to SFA and be an all-star conference player 3 years in a row, and possibly make it to the NCAA tournament and still get
have one of those moments. I mean, it just takes one.
Yeah. And these
on the bench. On the bench, you get 0 moments.
Yeah, these high school kids, they complain about sitting on the bench for 1 quarter. How are you going to sit for 2-3 years?
Yeah. You're not going to be able to play. Like, I don't want to get recruited to be on the bench. I want to go where I can play. Like, man,
Adrian, you got any leads so far? Anything you're looking at as far as college?
Really, I'll go to any level, honestly. I think if I just get more athletic, more faster, more foot speed, I feel like I can go to a D1 AA, like a SFA or UT Arlington. But I think my main school, my dream school, is SMU. But I also, like how y'all were talking about, I really want to go to any college that treats me like a family. I would get to play.
Well, you got the ball skills and the size You know, that's you can't teach that. I didn't have that. I'm
Yes, sir.
6 foot white guy. So, you know, so you've got the size. I mean, with the skill right now, I know you're mostly playing 4 for the most part, maybe sliding over playing 3 some, but you've got the
Yes, sir.
skill to slide
I've
out
been
even to the 2. I mean, even at the college
yes, I've
level.
been
So
I've been working really hard on my ball handling because I feel like the best group that we could have to win the most games next year will be me as a 3, and I feel like I can do a good job of that. It's just working every day, just getting the ball handle up, my speed up, and Coach Johnson's there helping me out as well.
yeah,
I'm
I think.
What's up?
Well, I was going to say, Corey, before you go into that, I was going to say that of all the players on the team, I think you're the most unique. And we've talked about it a little bit, and Corey and I have,
Yes,
that you
sir.
can play multiple positions and you can change the way the team sets up on the floor. They can go small and you can play 5 and are able to go
Yes,
that
sir.
route. Or you can even move up with our size if we need to go big,
Yeah.
all the way up to the 2. I think that's what I'm impressed with about you, that you're able to slide around and make the team kind of whatever's needed in that particular matchup or that particular game. Um, that's what makes, that's why we harp on, and I'm sure you've heard us say it, the fouls that we pick up, the silly
Yes,
ones.
sir. Yeah.
That's what you've got. You and
Yes.
DJ Kincaid, both of y'all have the same problem. With picking up these early fouls and putting yourself out of the game, well, then you find yourself on the bench at the end because you've gotten yourself in foul trouble and you're not
Yes,
in
sir.
the rhythm of the game. I think that's the main thing,
Yeah.
that I noticed. And I think the one person that helped you when Cameron Kelly was inserted about, middle of the season, when he's
Yeah.
in there with you, it seems to help because he's able to get some of those rebounds and keep you out of those situations, reaching over the back and stuff, fouling.
Yeah. I
I
feel
didn't
like
know.
my bad to cut you off. I feel like most of my
There you
fouls are
go.
like, I don't. Yeah, I feel like most of them were dumb fouls, like reaching low instead of staying high. And there was a couple times I tried to settle for a charge when I could have just jumped straight up. But that's what I've been working on as well, is jumping straight up vertically. If you can't block the shot, at least contest the shot.
I was going to add to that too, and I said this plenty of time on the telecast. And I say this, and it's going to be blunt. You're no good to me if I can't have you on the court. So
Yeah.
if you get 3 fouls in the first half, and they're not. This is a bad foul. Okay, bad foul is knowing when you beat on a defensive rebound and you do an offensive rebound, you jump over somebody's back. If you beat, you beat. I don't want you to get a foul trying
Yeah.
to go after the ball like that. That's not a good foul. Now, if you're boxing out and you have a good position, you go
Yes,
up
sir.
and you get a rebound. That's something totally different. You'll learn that eventually. But I gotta have you on the court, and I know you want to go after a rebound. It's fine. Now, if you're at an angle where you're not over someone's back, or if you get a tip, something totally different. But other than that,
Yes, sir.
having you on the court, that's a good one. Decision making, that's just about playing basketball with one another and getting in the gym and playing with people. But I mean, other than that, man, that's the only thing I can possibly say. I didn't see you on the court enough, and as funny as it sounds, I didn't see you on the court enough when it mattered. And I don't know if that was just by design, by fouls, or by what. But a lot more court awareness, a lot more time on the court to see you in crunch time. Kind of get a better evaluation. But as far as like individual skill goes, I mean, you're one of the better skill bigs that we had. You can definitely handle the basketball. I can definitely see that. I mean, you're a heady player. You're pretty smart and you're pretty savvy. Me and Brett see that from the jump, and you got a nice
Yes,
touch
sir.
from the perimeter too. It's just showing us some things, and it's not all about scoring points. I don't want to think it's about
Yeah,
scoring
for sure.
points too. One of my favorite lines I ever learned was from Coach Bob Marley, Louisiana Lafayette. He said, "The shooters and there's makers." So if you always remember that, I don't care how many times you shoot the basketball, can you make it? That's the other thing about it. The shooters and
Yes,
there's
sir.
makers. So, don't focus on how many times you get a shot up. When you get the shot and you're wide open, you shoot it. If you shoot the ball 5 times, are you 4 out of 5? Or you 3 out of 5? There's a lot of people that just jack up
Mm-hmm.
shots just because. But when you get an opportunity to make a shot, you make it count. So remember that too. And then, of course, you can remember this too. I don't know if you ever heard this before. Charles Barkley, listen, I know you watch NBA on TNT. Charles Barkley, the fat Charles Barkley, is not the same Charles Barkley that he was.
No,
That man is a top 50 basketball player of all time. All
all
right.
time.
Round, mound, and rebound. All right. He had a quote one time. This is one of my favorite quotes. He said, "You can pass too much, you can dribble too much, you can shoot too much, but you can never rebound too much
Or hustle.
or hustle too
Yeah,
much."
yeah.
Yeah.
So I always remember that you playing on the court. And I remember, I don't know if he said it, but I'm pretty sure he got it from somebody else. Charles Barkley, that's one. But, but I mean, just remember that. But I think you're gonna be all right, man. Just a lot of basketball, and you know, that's all there is to it. Get some more time on the court. You be all right, man.
Matt, you got any tips
sir.
for Adrian?
Man, you were lucky. You had one of the best recruiting coordinators in the state of Texas, in Coach Johnson.
Yes,
so
sir.
you are lucky.
I'm sorry.
Just academics and like I said, no matter what division level, keep all options open. You'll know when
Yes,
that
sir.
family hits you.
Mhm.
That's about it. You're in good hands with Coach Johnson.
Yeah, he does do a good job
Yes, sir.
of getting a lot of the guys are getting recruited, man. That's good. And and Matt said, keep your options open. This is the weirdest thing. I have a lot of family. I'm keep saying that cousin. I had a cousin of mine, man, and he had a scholarship to go to Cedar Valley. And I remember talking to my uncle about it, and he's like, after the Cedar Valley just won a national championship maybe 2 years ago. And he was a guard really quick. And he asked me, he's like, man, I got a full ride to go to Cedar Valley, but I said, take it. I said, what are you talking about? I don't want to go to Cedar Valley. It's JUCO. I said, listen, I said, man, they giving you opportunity to play. But he wants to hold out. He wants to go D1. He wants to go over here. He wants to go over there. Which is fine. I understand your worth, but it's an opportunity for you to go and play the way that you want to play. And they play the style of play that they have is conducive to how he plays. I mean, that's a good opportunity to go play. You can score 25 points, and possibly, average 25 points a game, become an All-American. That's good. But hindsight, the opportunity to play 25, 30 minutes, and score as many points he wants, jacks as many three-pointers he wants up. That's fine. He doesn't go. He goes another route. He ends up graduating, and he comes back and tells me, he's like, man, I probably should have went to Cedar Valley. And he's like, if only I would have listened at first. And I wasn't thinking about it. And his dad tells me the same thing. He's like, man, I probably wasn't thinking about it. I probably would have went to Cedar Valley. And, you don't think about it then because, you think you want to be recruited by a bigger place. Go somewhere where you can play. Go somewhere where you think is family. But also too, do your own research. Look at the guys that they have returning and coming back. If you got an all-star conference power forward, and they want to draft you or recruit you, it could be somewhere you can, they can mentor you and him and that side of stewardship. I've seen that happen before too. If you're the only freshman coming in at that position, they want to, hey, they can groom you up too. Look at that. Look how many guys coming in. There's a lot of different things you can research on. Don't just take it blindly and say, oh, this is family. Do your research too about that program. If you got any questions about basketball programs too, man, you can always reach out to me. I'm a nerd in that aspect. So
Yeah, I
I'm a
got
nerd.
you.
Dude.
Hey, we got Vince here. Vince, you got anything? You've been kind of quiet there.
This
I've
is
been
playing
just
Halo.
trying to catch up. No.
He's playing-
Nah, man, this iPhone thing has been driving me nuts. For some reason, the thing I've been doing for the longest to get on Restream doesn't work anymore. So I spend the first
Well,
10, 15
Vince, I got a
minutes
suggestion for you. Can you
I don't
call
wanna hear
Geek
your-
Squad?
I am Geek Squad. That's why I'm so frustrated. That's why I'm so quiet.
Maybe you should call. You need to call me on tier 2 support. Vince.
I'm sure they've asked all the important questions.
Go ahead. Go, Vince.
Adrian, what else do you like to do besides basketball?
There you go.
Ooh, lift. Honestly, I've been lifting, trying to get my body right.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of homework, honestly. I just do most of it at school.
Now listen, I ain't no recruiter or nothing like that. I just want to know what you like. Do you play games? You play Fortnite?
Oh yeah, I play.
What do you,
I play
what do you
2K.
do?
I used to play Fortnite. I just really play 2K now on the Xbox.
You play 2K?
No
Yeah, you guys told
PS5.
Josh
No
about me.
PS5. Does anybody have one of those?
No, I don't really like the PlayStation 5. I like the Series X more.
2K passed me up a few years ago. I can't get with it no more. That's a young man's game.
Hey, is that like one of those things? Like my hands get tired. Do y'all get tired now when I pick up the remote?
Yeah.
It's like used to I could play for hours
when I play the games and stuff now.
See, these are the things you have to
I'm
look
kind of
forward
used to it. The controller's is big.
Well, yeah, but what's your 17, Adrian?
Yes, sir.
No, see, just call me another and when you double that age at 34.
When you start paying bills, it's like, you know what? This is not even. This game sucks. I don't want to play this game.
When
and
you
it's like,
do y'all want to spend money on the game?
Y'all want to spend $60 on this game? Is it worth it?
Yeah,
it's like 70 now.
Oh,
yeah, consoles, exactly. Like the games are like 70 to 80.
That's like gas, man. $4 a gallon now.
So let me ask you another question. Yes, how are you and the other guys on the team? Y'all have a pretty, tight chemistry there. Y'all hang out any at all?
Yes, sir. We're pretty much always with each other. I mean, everyone's cool with each other. Okay. During the spring, summer, we're always with each other working.
Y'all always
even if it's basketball, football. So we're pretty much always together.
Now, are you playing football?
No, sir. No.
Okay,
Why
I didn't
not?
think so.
Why not?
I didn't think so.
You don't want to play no football?
Well, where I came from,
you just did recruiting thing, bitch.
Oh, my bad. I just wanted to
Vince, okay, Adrian, Vince is pro football. You'll have to remember. So he's going to try to.
I'm a football guy. I just
don't think. Besides the physicality, like in the footwork, I just don't think it would help me. I feel like it's better for me to just focus on the one sport that I want to go to college at.
Well, listen, where I came from, if you change your mind, there's always a spot open.
He's good.
I'm good.
He's a gym rat. Leave our gym rat alone. We need more of those.
Do you do any other thing besides basketball? Like, do you do powerlifting or track or anything like that? Just straight basketball.
I used to run track, and then after the COVID year, so our freshman year, I stopped running track. I just ran the 800. Oh yeah. Now it's just straight basketball.
Just straight basketball. That's all right.
Yes,
you could go run with Emery. He runs all day.
No, I'm good. No, Emery.
That guy, he has like an Energizer Bunny. He's like,
Yeah, I've never seen him tired. I've never seen him get tired. It's crazy.
All right, so you got your boy Christian's on here, Adrian, saying going to be a legit D1 athlete in basketball. So shout out to Christian. He's one of our listeners. He's here every week.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I do have to ask this, and this is for Matt and Adrian, since y'all are guests here tonight. Favorite basketball team, favorite pro sport basketball team, and favorite pro sport football team.
Ooh. Be careful where you step here.
This is a trick question.
Football, I'm not gonna lie, Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I know we've been rough, but since I was born, I was a Steelers fan.
That's better than 49ers.
My brother loves Pittsburgh. Okay.
Respectable. I like that. Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I don't like Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I'm not going.
I know where he's going with this basketball question because I look what he's wearing.
No, I'm actually not a Lakers fan. I'm really just a LeBron fan. But honestly, I think my favorite team right now, I guess you can call me a bandwagon. I'm going to have to go with the Chicago Bulls. I just like the way they play when everyone's not hurt.
Oh, okay. So you're going to try to Matt's going to agree with you.
Chicago Bulls. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I just like the way they play, especially with Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball has always been one of my favorite players because, he's not the best scorer. He doesn't really go into score, but he can win you a game. And that's kind of like who I try to play like this. I'm trying to win you a game before I go out and get 30. There's no point in getting 30 if I'm not going to win.
Okay. All right.
Okay. But you like LeBron?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge LeBron fan, but he does everything. I think LeBron's the greatest of all time. I know.
No.
Okay. All right. Hold. All right. He better than KD?
Wasn't. You gotta forgive him. He wasn't even born when Michael Jordan was playing. You gotta forgive him.
I do think.
Hold on. Is he better than KD? He better than KD?
Like right now of all time.
Right now.
Well, you can say right now, or 20 years ago.
All the time too. I think LeBron is better.
Vince, it was bound to happen. I told you this was on the podcast. I told you this was going to be on the podcast.
These
They
guys,
don't know. They don't know.
they
But
don't
hear
know
me out.
Jordan.
If KD can get a ring, if KD can get 1 or 2 rings, I feel like sadly, it hurts to say this, he might be up there with LeBron or even better if he can get 1 or
He
2
might
more
be
rings.
up there.
He's got 2 rings
Yes.
already, doesn't he?
No.
Doesn't he?
Wait.
Yeah, I think he has 2, but
He has
no.
2 rings.
2, pretty sure. Yes, sir, 2.
Yeah, he has 2. He has 2.
Well,
He has 2.
well, there's a guy that owns a team. He's got 6, and he's got the biggest shoe brand in the world at this point.
Yeah,
This guy is fantastic.
And you're wearing his company originally that he basically created.
He made it. He made
Yeah,
Nike
but-
what it was. Michael. I'm telling you, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the man. That's all I'm saying. That is the GOAT, tier 1, hands down, the GOAT. And then the GOAT 1A is Kobe. Not gonna lie, 1A is definitely Kobe Bean Bryant. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
R.I.P.
LeBron James would be a tough B. He would definitely be a B.
So you think Kobe's better than LeBron?
Oh, all right, hold. Can I ask? All right, let me ask a question. Real quick.
Yes, sir.
What are you basing LeBron being the best? Like, how do you determine LeBron being the best? That's the important question right there.
Statistics.
Because, well, I don't really. You can't just look all the way at rings because rings doesn't technically.
Of course,
Bill
I
Russell
agree. I agree
or
with that.
One of them
I
would be the
agree with
GOAT, but LeBron can score at any level. In my opinion, people think he can't shoot, but he's a really efficient shooter. If you look at the numbers, he's a really good defender. I know sometimes he's really lazy, but we all seen LeBron defend when he wants to defend. Very underrated defender.
But
He's a point guard. He's just like, sir.
Shouldn't that also count though? That if he can be lazy at times, shouldn't we hold that against him? Because Kobe wasn't never lazy.
Can, but
Kobe wasn't lazy.
Kobe also had Shaq. You got to think now. I just feel like it's a different league now.
Okay.
Like LeBron.
So LeBron had Dwayne. He went down. He had to like get a whole stack of to team.
I like hearing the young person's opinion though.
But I do feel like LeBron. I feel like LeBron's 3-1 ring might be one of the best rings of all time.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question, Adrian. I'm gonna ask you
which ring it was? Which one?
Let me get this.
The 73-9 coming back 3-1.
If Kobe,
okay, all right, yeah.
If Kobe and LeBron played each other 1-on-1, who wins?
What are we going to?
Whatever. It don't even matter. You want to go to 21? You want to go to 5? It don't matter.
If we go to like 12, I feel honestly, I still go with LeBron no matter where we go to.
Hey, he stands behind it. Though.
LeBron. Kobe was a good defender.
I thought I was gonna break him with that one, but he stands behind it.
I feel like Kobe was a good defender, but it's LeBron.
If LeBron, here's my
defenders in the league.
Here's my thought on the 1-on-1 game. If it comes down to a clutch shot, Kobe wins.
LeBron,
because LeBron's clutch factor is 0.
He said LeBron.
No, LeBron.
He's gonna pass the ball. He's gonna pass the ball.
No, but when he passed,
I'm not here.
He's gonna pass it
because he passed it to Danny Green. That was a good play.
He's gonna pass it because he doesn't want to shoot at the end of the game. You notice he's gonna pass it.
Adrian said, I'm not playing games. LeBron,
Kobe's taking the shot. Michael Jordan is taking that shot.
Michael Jordan ain't passing.
Kobe is missing that shot. So y'all don't think LeBron's clutch? Yes.
LeBron. Here we go.
On everything.
We got.
I'm getting lightheaded.
Coach Riley is disappointed.
I'm getting lightheaded. Oh, y'all. Oh, God. I'm getting lightheaded. Kobe missing this.
But you got to understand.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Yes. If you look at it statistically, Kobe's really not that clutch. Kobe really wasn't a great shooter either from the perimeter. Maybe I give him the mid-range for sure. But
when it mattered,
actually goes to LeBron.
And I don't like Kobe. Like, I like him personally now. Like, I didn't like him back then because I thought he was He's a wannabe Jordan. I didn't like.
He
I
wasn't
didn't
really
like
liked
that
in the league. So.
I like Kobe more after he retired than I did when he played.
He was a wannabe
I feel like
Jordan
that's most
to me.
people though.
Was what he was.
Everybody
he wanted to be better than Jordan, and I didn't like.
I honestly just feel like he was. To me, I just felt like he was a scorer. Like I didn't. He could get a bucket whenever he wanted to, but so many players like that can score whenever they want to. Now it's just besides the fadeaway, I just really didn't. Maybe it's this type of brand of basketball I like to watch. I just don't really like watching Kobe.
I'll say this, and I said this on the That's So Dope podcast back in the day when me and Corey and JD would argue about this. I think every generation had its hero, and
Yeah, I feel
there's
like
always
nowadays
going to
ours is
be
LeBron.
an argument for that particular athlete. In our day, we mostly had we saw Jordan, but we had Kobe. If you asked anybody older than us, they're gonna probably say Jordan. Some of them will go even further if you ask anybody even older.
Bird, Jordan,
Yeah, there's Bird, there's Julius Irving, there's tons of other people that they would say, right now, LeBron is that dude, and I've accepted that. I don't believe he is what the younger people think he is, but then again, I saw Kobe and I saw these other guys. So it's harder for me to believe LeBron. Doesn't mean that he's not great. It's just that I saw, I didn't see stats when it came to Kobe. I saw him shut down my Phoenix Suns time and time again.
Whoa! Which team is this? Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm not finna do this with you. I'm not finna do this with you.
No, we've got guests. We've got guests, Vince.
I'm not finna do this with
which
you
is your
today.
team? Which is your team
Vince,
today?
I do have a question.
I'm tired of explaining that.
Vince, I do have a question. So top 5, where do you have LeBron as in top 5? Your top 5 of all time.
In my top 5?
Vince probably had me 10.
Vince, I'll tell you, he's gonna have Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's probably 1.
Dwayne Wade is up there.
Watch it. Here you go. Here we go.
No, okay. All right. Realistic. I'm gonna try to do this realistically. Okay. I'm out of respect. I gotta say Jordan number 1, Kobe number 2, or 1B. I don't want to say LeBron.
Do it. Vince. You gotta go with our Longhorn. You gotta go with the Longhorn.
I'm gonna say
KD, man.
I gotta say KD is gonna be that number 3. He don't have what LeBron has with the accolades to back up his play.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I will say this about whenever LeBron goes to a team, they move mountains to make sure he gets what he needs. They never did that for people like KD. So
what a guy do with playing, man?
I'm just saying.
I feel like KD, even with the Thunder, I feel like KD had a better team.
If they take all the energy that they put into LeBron and they put it into KD, we might have saw the same thing. But we didn't see that.
So
we saw KD spend most of his years with
Westbrook.
like
when LeBron is turns general manager and he gets his own coach fired and he like trades off his own players?
He is still the only player to have over 50 people traded as a part of his teams, collectively.
But in my opinion,
nobody else comes
he had a
close
Kyrie,
to
but he never had a Scottie Pippen. I don't think LeBron has yet to have a Scottie Pippen. Maybe AD. You can give him AD, but I mean it's the same with Kobe. I don't think he has that many rings without Shaq. I feel like LeBron never has a Shaq, and he never had a Scottie Pippen.
So Dwayne Wade, you don't count that? And
but
Chris
that was,
Bosh?
I mean, besides that was not a nowhere near prime Chris Bosh. And I mean, the Dwayne Wade, I mean, he was still pretty good, but
that was tip
top.
Dwayne Wade kind of made LeBron.
But he was
LeBron was a better player.
Wow. He wasn't gonna win 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Remember that? He was gonna win like all.
Hey, Brett, you ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta remind everybody of that. Where my Miami headed?
Oh no! Here we go.
Oh man, this. Woo.
All right, so we got the chat. The chat is firing up tonight.
That is on fire right now.
He stood on what his word was. He didn't change it.
Let's go to our chat, guys, because we want to make sure we give our audience some love tonight. It's on fire tonight. Man. So we got Chris with Kobe defeats LeBron in 1-on-1. We got Christian says that he would never lace Jordan's boots. And then we got Coach Riley. All Kobe had was a fadeaway. Question mark.
Wait.
he's.
I mean, he's not a shooter. I mean, statistically, Kobe's not a shooter.
Wait.
He's not a good athletic guard. He's not a good 3-point shooter. This is the other thing.
He's not a good 3-point shooter.
Lost art, that in between game is a lost art. That is, nobody shoots that anymore.
I mean, if you
Nobody's shooting in between. That is a high percentage bucket. Nobody does that anymore. Everything is downhill and 3-point shooting. But I guarantee you this: if you needed a bucket, Kobe Bryant's gonna get you a bucket. Guarantee
It's
you.
not
Hit
even
9
just
out of
that.
10.
like right now,
Like,
if you think about it like that, I mean, I'll give it to DeMar DeRozan right
anybody.
now. I give it to
But
DeMar
you gotta
DeRozan right now
understand
if we're gonna
something
talk about mid-range.
Okay.
Kobe and
Listen.
his.
Take DeMar DeRozan. Take DeMar DeRozan and times 10. That's
You said
Kobe.
DeMar. You would take DeMar.
No, I'm not saying I'll
D-Wade
take
won a
DeMar
ring
DeRozan over
without
Kobe.
Bron.
I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
saying. Yeah,
Just
D-Wade
take
did
DeMar
win over
DeRozan.
LeBron, yeah.
But and then you gotta think about this. Kobe Bryant had two things. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan were the same animal. Okay, both of them were the same animal. All right, I know they were different animals. So say they had something in them that LeBron James does not have. They got that dog in them. I can see it. You can see it in Michael Jordan's eye. When Michael Jordan put his tongue out, it's a wrap. Like the game's over. Kobe Bryant had that look at fourth quarter. Kobe Bryant is LeBron James don't have that. Everybody knows here, fourth quarter Kobe Bryant is prime time. Like I don't care how much I didn't like Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. I'm turning the game on ESPN fourth quarter Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant fourth quarter game on. I don't care if they're down by 30. Kobe Bryant's gonna put up 29. They're not losing like that.
Hey,
It's Kobe.
didn't they beat
shots.
the
40
Mavs
shots.
one time like that? Weren't the Mavs up big and they
Didn't
ended up?
they beat the Mavs? Didn't they beat the Mavs?
Yeah.
But they didn't beat the
In my
Mavs.
Hey, speaking-
I will say,
The reason why I have LeBron so high is because, in my opinion,
respect though, because I think LeBron,
yeah,
I'll be the first person to say the East was not that strong, but I will
Oh,
say
he
he
came
came over to the West, and he did the same exact thing. So I got to give him some credit there. He is who they say he is. I just think that to those who came before him, they had a level of intensity that they played with that I don't think I've ever seen LeBron play with. Like Kobe was the kind of guy that if there was a KD out there, he's guarding. That ain't LeBron James.
yeah.
No,
But
that's not LeBron James at all.
I disagree with that a little bit because LeBron, when they won the bubble, he did guard Kawhi and Paul George when they were trying to go for the go-ahead bucket. But also, MJ or Kobe has never led every single stat in the finals or playoff team like LeBron has. LeBron, even with the prime Miami Heat, with prime Dwayne Wade, he led in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks.
Okay.
MJ or Kobe have never done that. Even when they lost in the finals to KD and the Warriors, averaged a triple-double.
Now, see, this is where all right, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought up those games because that was a game where when I tell you like Kobe would go get you, I saw KD take over a game and I saw LeBron not go get him at all. LeBron didn't want him.
But you also, KD also still had as his supporting players, Draymond Green, Curry, Klay Thompson. LeBron had Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, George Hill.
I'm gonna say this.
He got some arguments. You give
MJ or Kobe a team like that. If you give MJ or Kobe a team like that, they don't go to the finals. You give MJ or Kobe like that, do not go to the finals.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this, and this is out of respect but disrespect. LeBron James is not a good. Dennis Rodman is probably one of the best man-to-man defenders the world has ever seen, hands down. Hands down,
for sure.
Okay. Dennis Rodman would probably hands down stop LeBron James from getting his average that night.
Here we go. I got I've got a bone to pick
but
here.
LeBron doesn't have to get 30 though.
I've got a bone to pick
Whatever
with Coach
he was
Riley
getting.
here, guys.
Woo.
Here we go. I got a bone to pick. This ring that D Wade won without LeBron. There's an asterisk by that.
Don't start that.
And
Ain't no asterisk on that. Ain't no asterisk.
That was a referee. That was the referees won that series when Dwayne Wade went to the foul line 30 times in a game.
I mean, that's the way he played the game. He drives the ball.
No,
y'all don't know defense.
That was a proven. That guy went to jail.
See, that's what.
So that's an asterisk.
So
I
you
got
must not like.
because
So you must not like James Harden, Vince. You must not like James Harden and Joel Embiid.
I don't like James Harden.
Do you?
I think James Harden is all right. I don't hate him. I think James is all right.
James Harden can play. He just benefits. He's benefiting from
Here's the thing about James Harden that I have a problem with. To me, I feel like he goes all out regular season, and he burns himself out to the point where it's time for playoffs. He burn out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Giannis goes really hard in the regular season, but I mean, he always does good in the playoffs, though. So I don't know. I mean, I'm a huge Harden fan. I want to see him win a ring, but as soon as he gets in the playoffs, he's just not as good anymore.
There's a reason why.
We haven't even talked about Giannis yet. How do you feel about Giannis? Like, you don't think Giannis is better than LeBron? He carried the team to the playoffs and won with a team.
Giannis isn't better than LeBron, I don't think.
No,
I wouldn't put him.
No. Wait, you said Giannis carried the Bucks?
Yeah, he didn't carry the Bucks. You don't think?
I think no. The Bucks are. I'm not saying they win the finals without Giannis, but I mean, without Giannis, the Bucks are still easily a top 3 team in the East, maybe top 4.
Well, you're talking about the East, though.
Last year. I mean, yeah.
I
feel like they still go far in the playoffs as well. I mean, I'm not saying Giannis is overrated. Giannis right now is top 3. I just feel like the Bucks. Everyone said he carried the Bucks. Like, they don't have Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and all those underrated players. It's like the Jazz. Like, they have really good underrated players.
There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons why this. To me, there's a lot of reasons why one era is better than the other. And like I've always said before, I think this generation of basketball players is more talented than the other generation. A lot more guys who do a lot more things. Honestly, the leaders are different. Just to put a bow on it, just say it nicely. There's a lot more guys that can do a lot more things now in today's NBA. But
yeah, for sure.
In today's NBA, it's a lot less skill specific. Guys are more. They're more in the past NBA. You only had certain shooting guards would shoot the ball 25, 30 times a game. The centers would get the most touches, and you had guys that's only specifically designed to screen and rebound. And now you got 3 or 4 guys that need 25 touches a game. Look at Golden State. So there's a lot of different things. The different reasons why the NBA is different. But I don't know, man. That's a broad one.
Hey, Adrian, tell me something real quick then. So how do you feel about Steph Curry? Is he not the best at
No, don't say Curry's name. We're LeBron's fan. You cannot say Curry's name around.
Oh, Steph Curry, man.
See, that's what I want to do. And you know
Curry
what? This is what I'm gonna say right here. This is what I'm gonna say right here.
Don't you do it, Vince?
This is what. But I'm just being honest. There is nobody in Michael Jordan's history that stopped him from doing what he needed to do. It took 3 people, the big 3 in Boston, to stop Kobe, but there was Stephen Curry that stopped LeBron James multiple times.
That was Dirk to stop LeBron James.
Like, so to me,
it's Dirk. It's Dirk. I don't get. Curry always had a great team. Like they were just better than the
Mavericks had a good team. They had a great team that year.
That's what I said. The Mavericks were a really underrated team, but if you look at it paper-wise, I mean, it looks like the Heat win that. I feel like
they should have had like 2 championships.
If you're gonna say LeBron's not the GOAT, you have to use that as an argument because
Kobe probably would have
stopped. LeBron did not do good.
Kobe probably would have stopped the Heat that year had the Mavericks not beaten them. I promise you that much. Because Kobe had that look in his eyes. He wanted it. He wanted all LeBron that year, and LeBron did not want. That was new LeBron. Listen, I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. You did not want that. You did not. LeBron James did not want to see Finals Kobe in the final. Now, All-Star Kobe Bryant was good. Christmas Day Kobe Bryant was okay. Finals Kobe Bryant ain't no friends, man. And no, that's different. That man's a wolf and he see blood. That's Kobe. That's the Kobe that I know.
So,
he won't see that Kobe.
So you tell me you don't really watch Steph Curry? You don't watch Steph Curry at all?
No, I love watching the Warriors. I mean, I hate saying I like Steph
See
Curry,
the
but I love Steph
disrespect.
Curry.
You gotta give my man some credit.
I like that.
He a killer
I
out
like
there,
that.
man. He a killer.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like the way,
So-
like, I just like watching the Warriors in general. I feel like
You
the
asked
Warriors
me
just
to
have a
give my
really bright
top
future.
five though, but give me your top five.
Okay, this kind of hard. Number one, this for y'all, MJ. This for y'all.
Okay.
No.
I got LeBron.
That's
Let
your
him
top.
finish.
No,
I
because
want to hear this.
the
I wanna
comments
hear
gonna
it.
go crazy, but in
No,
reality, I think
let's
one
move
is
on.
hard right now. On the spot.
Let him
Watch
do
out,
it.
Lizzie. One, LeBron. Two, MJ for sure. Trying to think, because the 3, 4, and 5, there's so many players. I don't even know right now on the
It's
spot.
crazy that he don't even think Kobe. How is that?
Honestly, in my
Kobe would have
opinion,
rolled off my mouth
when
so
I
quick.
do,
I
like
love
when we're
it.
talking about basketball, and I give
Yeah.
people like a list, no one's gonna agree with me besides a certain amount of people. Because
But I love it, though,
like list your top.
Yeah.
When you list your top, you don't just say skill wise. I mean, it's hard because of how many positions there are in basketball.
Yeah.
My most hot take in basketball, Tim Duncan is over Kobe.
That's not a.
You know what though? I can
That's
take
not a
that
bad
though,
one.
I don't-
there
because
was
in
a
my
point when
opinion-
people were arguing that Tim Duncan was better than Kobe.
Yes, and the reason why I feel like Tim Duncan does
That
that.
one.
No,
I
am I
hate
saying
Tim
Kobe
Duncan.
is nothing without Shaq?
I hate Tim Duncan, but he's right
You hate how?
because
Because in
he's
my
the
opinion-
Mavs.
Because he's a
Mavs
Spurs-
fans do not like the Spurs.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, those 3 rings. I mean, he had Kobe. I mean, he had Shaq, and
Okay.
Shaq won Finals MVP. Now, I'm not saying Kobe needs Shaq just to be Kobe. No, not at all. But Tim Duncan. I mean, yeah, he had Tony Parker and Ginobili and David Robertson.
Ginobili!
But he wasn't David Robertson when Tim Duncan was starting to take over. And I just feel like Tim Duncan's rings were Tim Duncan. It was Tim Duncan. I mean, and at the end of his career, he had a good Kawhi, but it's not the Kawhi Leonard we have now. It's I feel like Tim Duncan rings mean more, and I feel like he's one of like really an underrated player. I'd give him to the clutch and the low post. I feel like I have Tim Duncan over Kobe.
Matt, what you got? You been quiet?
Matt's taking us all in. He's like, I can't get this kid in college for nothing.
Man, I've argued this LeBron thing so much that Jordan's the GOAT. It always comes back. Kobe, when Jordan was the greatest, Kobe came along. Everybody compared Kobe to Jordan. Now LeBron came along. They dropped Kobe, and they're still comparing LeBron to Jordan.
That's what I had a problem with. It's like it was supposed to be comparing LeBron to Kobe, but they for some reason dropped it, like you said.
And once LeBron goes, they're still going to be comparing the next one to Jordan, and they're going to drop LeBron.
Yeah.
That's what makes the GOAT to me.
The interesting part is who is the next one. I don't even know.
Luka.
I have no.
Y'all are talking to him right there.
There we go.
Hey,
There we
you
go.
know?
That'd be cool.
Right?
You'll have to come back on the show when he's famous.
Yeah.
I definitely will.
No,
Because I want to have this conversation. Yeah, I don't like the. This is a conversation. I'm cracking my knuckles. Like, okay, I get it now. I like it. Show me something different. Because you got the old heads here. Michael Jordan's the best, and you got everybody else is the rest. Oh, LeBron James. Yeah, tell me that. Let me know. I want to know. I want to know. I don't want to know. I like it. Wow. LeBron James hate. I know there's a lot of LeBron James fans out there. That's fine. I like LeBron James myself. I personally think he was the only number one in the past 30 some odd years that actually lived up to the hype. Nobody else has done that.
Sure.
And his greatness is still statistically he will go down as the greatest NBA player of all time statistically.
Well, man, maybe Luka's on the
as of right now. Statistically,
yeah.
He's going to be the greatest player that the kids will ever remember. So. There's nothing wrong with that, but we'll know because we don't. A lot of times people measure success by championships. Now it's by statistics, and I don't want to say this NBA game is watered down. I'd say this game is pretty skilled, but they just don't have a refined skill where everybody does a lot of good things. Everybody does everything now, and he's the best that can do everything at this point. He represents today's NBA.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with LeBron being that guy because, And who else could be? It definitely ain't. Well, I would say Joel Embiid, but he's got along with it. He's pretty good. But LeBron
Yeah.
James, the guy, he's a positionless basketball player at this point. And yes, he is the best point guard in the NBA. I will say that.
What?
Besides,
Yes.
John Moran is
yes.
on his way.
What about
John
Luka?
Moran.
Yeah,
What
John
about
Moran is definitely
Luka?
looking great.
But
Corey.
Luka's got to get past the first round. He's got to win the MVP
We
and
gotta
get past. The
look
first
who he's
round.
got on his team, Corey.
I'm harder on Luka because he's a Mav than
I
anybody
know, but
else.
he doesn't have much help either.
Well, that he's getting there. He's getting there. I'm hard on the Mavs. You know I am.
I know,
And
but
my
he just
squad,
passed.
gotta be.
I think he just passed the 1,000-point mark the other night.
Well, that's good. That's good. We had to
I think
get
he's like
KP out of here.
Like 30, 40 a game.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a chance to do something. I mean, with the statistics he's putting up right now, I mean, it's I am partial to the Mavs, but I mean, I don't know how we pulled off and got Dirk as he was leaving out. We ended up with Luka. Like that was good drafting there.
The NBA owed us that one because we didn't win the 2006 finals.
Oh, they owe us more than that.
Yeah, well, I live with getting Luka.
Dwayne Wade should be ashamed. He should be ashamed of that trophy. He should return it.
No,
I did not want Trae Young. Number one, he's from Oklahoma. I definitely didn't want Trae Young. And number two, I don't like small point guards in the NBA. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And he shoot the ball too much. No.
But Trae Young has been really good though.
He has been. I think they're gonna blow that team up eventually. I don't think the same guys are gonna be there because they haven't looked the same. They haven't looked like the same Atlanta team
They
that
haven't
got
looked the same
to
like
the finals.
last year.
Yeah. So
But, I mean, last year they were really. Last year the Hawks in the playoffs, like once the Lakers lost, the Hawks were probably the team I watched the most in the playoffs.
Hawks look good. I mean, they do. I don't know. I don't. They'll eventually get somebody. They're gonna have to find themselves a real big and an established shooting guard to go out there. But
Modern day Larry Bird. What do I think about that? I don't know if that's
it's a little disrespect. I want to say Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was a good shooter and a playmaker, but not like Luka. Not with the same.
Larry Bird, Larry Legend is on my top 10 list though.
But he could, as far as
Yeah,
shooting
for
goes,
sure.
probably.
I have that too. Larry Bird is a.
He can do anything.
I feel like if Larry Bird was in this generation. Like I wish Larry Bird was in this generation. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he might fit in
I
a
feel
little
like-
better.
I feel like he would be really like if he was in today's league, he would be top 5 like right now, like in the league for sure, like every year until he retires. If Larry was in this league, top 5 to top 10 for sure.
I want Dennis Rodman and Draymond Green to play against each other. And I'd put money on a fight. I put money on a fight, and I put money on Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, my favorite NBA player of all time. Hands down. Hands down. It's the worm. It's the worm, baby. It's the worm. He did his job.
I
He's
didn't
tough.
like his
He wore a dress outside.
personal life, but I did his game. I wouldn't say I patterned myself after him, but I do a lot of things, the little things like that. That was kind of what I did on the court.
Yeah.
So
You get on people's nerves a lot.
hey, you get up and guard somebody, they don't like it, man. It just it throws them off, then they get frustrated.
Absolutely.
I don't give away free points, Corey.
Adrian, I do want to say congratulations to the All District. Congratulations on being selected All District. That's an accomplishment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I have
y'all-
a question. Who do y'all think right now? Oh, my bad.
No, you're going. Go ahead.
So I was gonna ask, who do y'all think the most underrated player is right now?
That's a good question.
Well, I think Steph Curry don't get enough credit for what he do. But underrated.
It's been underrated this year. That's kind of stepped up. And I know this is going to be a Mavs answer, but Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I feel like Jalen Brunson is super underrated.
You said the most underrated player?
Yeah, right now.
You said the most underrated player?
Yeah.
Yeah, underrated.
We got Christian says
Watch out.
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk.
Yes,
He's gonna get
when
paid.
Malik Monk is shooting. Yeah.
Malik Monk is most definitely gonna get paid. The most underrated player right now in the NBA. This is tough. This is really tough. Underrated player in today's NBA. Whew. That's a lot of guys not getting a lot of respect. I am going to give. Actually, I'm gonna give probably the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Timberwolves some love. Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers is
Yes, I
very
love
much
Evan. Yeah,
underrated. And
I
he's
love
gonna
his
be
game.
rookie of the year for sure. And that's the next Tim Duncan. And he is really good.
I can
The
see it.
Cleveland Cavaliers are really good. They got two good
I like
bigs. They are a scary
And
basketball
Darius
team in the
Garland.
East, and they are really good. Darius Garland is really
Yeah, it's
good.
finally
I
good to
feel
see.
it. I feel like they got something going. But
Yeah, it's finally good. Like,
underrated
I'm not
wise,
really a
but
Cavs fan.
also I'm gonna give a shout out to the Timberwolves too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give a shout out to because my rookie of the year was Carson Edwards, not Carson, but Edwards, the Edwards kid out of Minnesota. I thought he should have won rookie of the year
yeah,
last year. He was really good, and he didn't get a lot of respect. The ball kid won it just out of his name alone, but he wasn't the best rookie. And the kid, that Edwards kid in Minnesota is in the playoffs at this point, and Minnesota has a very good basketball team. A lot of people are not talking about them, but they are playing some pretty good basketball at this point. And they got some good guards. They're okay. They got a good size and that would be a fun matchup to watch them play, especially if they had to play like Memphis or somebody.
yeah.
But they're gonna be a tough out in the playoffs. But I don't know, maybe whatchamacallit, Big Cat's probably the most another underrated player. He's playing well right now.
So
So
speaking of playoffs, we're gonna try to change over here to some pick'em. So what kind of pick'ems y'all can do for this UIL state tournament we got coming up this weekend? Y'all been looking at who made it? I know I got to go watch some good basketball in Commerce. Unfortunately, Adrian, y'all weren't there, but I still went, and it was some good ball.
Yeah, I've been
Man,
watching a lot of it.
yeah, it's some good ball going on now. We've got some pretty good matchups here over the next few days. Y'all want to pick some games? Corey, you up
go
for
ahead.
some pick 'em? Are you gonna pick Argyle? Argyle's not there, Corey, so we won't have that problem.
Man, that's a good one.
If those of you don't know, Corey likes to pick the underdogs, and then later he's like, "Oh, my picks
and
are."
then act like he's a genius because they
Yeah.
finally
Oh,
lost.
well, they finally
6
won
months
after I
later.
missed them 6 weeks in a row. They finally won the big game.
That's real funny.
All right, so here we go.
I'm picking winners, man.
Hey, I believe I was the pick'em champ this year. Y'all get your chance here when football season comes around again. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so here we go. All right, is someone writing this down, or do I need to write this down? Corey, you usually write it down.
I'll take notes. I will write it down.
Okay, as long as you don't try to cheat me, Corey, it's okay.
I can't. I'm not gonna cheat you.
Hey, speaking of this, so we have our March Madness bracket open. So right now, I am the only. No one's. I guess everyone's scared. I'm the only one in the bracket contest. So any of y'all out there, it's on our website, netsn.live. Go check it out. There's a contest link at the top. Just click it, and the March Madness bracket challenge, and click there. And you gotta make sure you include your name in your bracket so we know who you are. And we'll be talking about it on the show the next few weeks as the brackets are released over the weekend, and we'll really push it next week on the show because that'll be the last chance to get to fill it out and get in there. So it should be fun. Bearcats, are they in the tournament?
Hey, chill out, man. Chill out. They're making it. They're making it.
SFA, Lumberjacks. Oh, sorry, Corey, that was the wrong school.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're going to start with the Thursday matchups. It's going to be Grayford and Calvert. I know nothing about either one of these teams. Has anybody got any insight on them? I don't. So, yeah, I don't follow 1A too much. Adrian, you got any insight? Just,
I think on Grayford, I think I have a teammate for this AAU team that I'm playing for. I think he's on there, so I'm gonna go with them just because.
Okay. All right. That's a good enough reason to pick them.
You said Grayford?
Grayford. Yeah. Graford. Grayford. They're playing Calvert. And
We'll go Calvert.
Man, that's a tough one.
Calvert.
Man, I'm gonna go with Adrian because I think he knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna go with Grayford.
I don't
Matt,
know.
you might Matt's the one that might have some insight because he may have some of these little schools down there that he's helping.
He know, if anybody knows, he would know.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Me, I was on a cruise all last week, so I missed an entire week of basketball. So I've been trying to catch up with all my business this week. So I am totally lost.
Okay,
that's good.
Well, it's an even playing field then. So who you got?
What were my options again?
You got Grayford and Calvert.
Let's go with Grayford. I like their name.
Hey, there you go. That's like my daughter when she's picking her March Madness bracket. We go, oh, that one starts with a K. My name starts with a K. I'll go with them. Kansas and Kentucky. She usually has them going pretty far. Usually a good bracket. All right, so we'll go to the next matchup. Mertzon Iron County versus Texline. I'm gonna take Texline, Corey.
I'm gonna take Texline too.
Texline.
I don't know.
I don't think any of us know Vince. I mean,
I'm gonna copy Corey again.
I'm copy Corey one time. Texline.
Yeah, Texline.
All right, a clean sweep for Texline. All right, next game is going to be 3A. Wichita Falls City View versus Dallas Madison. I got Madison. Madison's tough.
Yeah, I got Madison.
Now Adrian might have some insight on this 3A because I just saw Tatum, who beat out your former White Oak team. Basically
they lost to Madison.
They got beat by Madison.
Yeah, Madison. Pierre Hunter, he's a really good guard. I played with him last year for some AAU. So I have to go with Madison. Madison's a pretty good team up there in DFW.
Yeah, forget Madison. We lost against them. But I'm gonna pick Madison.
You gonna pick him, Corey? I thought you might have ill will against Dallas.
I mean, I'm picking a win right now, and since I'm picking.
Well, no, normally
I'm picking a win now.
Normally, like, oh, I don't like that team. I don't like that team. I'm not gonna. Oh, I don't like Jacksonville. I can't pick them. I'm picking the other team. Or, oh, I don't Lindale. No, I don't like Lindale.
That's different.
No,
that's different. That's different.
Is it different? Is it different, Vince?
No.
This seems the same.
It's the same.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So, man, you want to go Madison?
Yes.
All right. So next matchup, 3A, Hitchcock versus San Antonio Cole. I'm going to take Hitchcock.
Woo.
Well, I watched Cole at the Whataburger tournament.
Look there.
That Trey kid, he's really good. Cole's pretty good, so I mean, they won it last year. I think they can go back to back. I'm gonna go with Cole.
All right.
I'm gonna go with
good
Cole
insight
too.
there.
I'm gonna follow Adrian on that one.
Okay.
He knows what he's talking about. I'm going with Cole too.
Shout out to my homie Chris Jordan and his Hitchcock Bulldogs. Proud of you, man. Sam Houston State alum. I'm going with Hitchcock.
Corey's joining me. Welcome, Corey.
I'm going with Hitchcock, baby.
All right. Next matchup, 5A. Beaumont United versus Dallas Kimball. I'm taking Kimball.
I'm definitely going. I got to go Kimball. Yeah, with Chauncey.
Yeah, Dallas Kimball.
Shout out Dallas Showtime.
I'm gonna go Kimball.
I'm picking United.
That's your upset special of the week.
That may be the upset right there. I'm picking
United.
United. Do it, man.
Did you get? Who'd you have, Matt? Did you get yours in? Did you get Kimball?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll go to the next matchup: Mansville Timberview versus. I guess it's Born Champion. I guess maybe a prep school or something. I don't know.
I'm picking Mansfield.
Yeah, I'm going with Mansville as well.
Mansville.
Mansfield.
Okay. Picking Mansville. Adrian.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna pick them.
Okay.
I didn't really keep up with 6A. I kept up with 5A a lot because of Kimball.
This is 5A. It's still 5A.
Oh, it's ooh. I'm gonna go with Mansville.
Yeah, 6A. Now there would have been a nice matchup there, but number one team in the nation got beat in the playoffs.
Yeah, Richardson.
So no, there won't be a Richardson Duncanville matchup again. Okay, so we'll go down to the Friday semifinals. We'll go to the 2A. Lappin versus Mumford. I'm going with Lappin.
Lappin.
Yeah, Lappin. I played them my freshman year. They're still pretty good. I mean, they're a really underrated fundamental team. I'm gonna go with Lappin.
Lappin.
All right, then we got also 2A Clarendon versus LaPointer. Got to take my LaPointer East Texas team.
LaPointer.
Yeah, I got to go East Texas.
LaPointer.
LP. LaPointer. The Flyers. The Pilots. Where we go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with LaPointer.
We're about to move to 4A. And we've got Faith Family versus Silsby. I gotta go with Faith Family after watching them play. They're
I gotta go
special.
with Faith Family.
Faith Family.
Family.
Faith Family.
I want to pick against them. Like Corey, you probably thinking about it, don't you?
He is. He's thinking about it.
No, I'm going with this Silsby, baby. Come on, Silsby. With the upset, baby.
Really underrated team.
Silsby is really good. Don't sleep on
Silsby. I understand,
they
but
really good.
I watched Faith Family dismantle a really good Dallas Carter team, and they're fine. I mean, they just too much size. You got 6'10" guys making threes. I mean, they're catching. I know y'all saw that tip dunk that I sent you. Oh, there were some nasty alleys. I mean, they've got a lot of size and a lot of depth.
Only takes one off night.
It does, and they were off against Kaufman, and Kaufman almost was able to. They basically slowed the game down, and Dickerson.
Yeah, but Kaufman played really slow though.
They did. They basically just held the ball for a long period of time.
For like
and I
6
don't
minutes.
know how familiar you are, Adrian, since you weren't on the team last year. We got beat by Kaufman out last year.
Yeah,
and the Dickerson kid's
really good.
Dickerson kid's special. Like that was their biggest problem is he didn't have anybody. Their Faith Family did not have anybody to guard him one-on-one. That was one of their bigger players. So it was a mismatch, and they really used that. Yeah. Their coach did a really good job of using that mismatch, slowing the game down, and really kept them in it. Even doing that stall ball that Corey doesn't like to do too often. They just held it and made them come out and guard and isolated him.
I feel like I'm familiar with Dickerson because of Dallas Showtime. But yeah, he's really good. But I feel like the reason I was so close was because of the stall ball. I feel like Faith Family is probably a way better team.
All right, so we'll go to the next matchup. 4A, it's going to be Bourne versus Hershey. I'm going to take Hershey.
I'm going Hershey. Hershey.
They were there in football too.
Mm-hmm.
They were there pretty deep.
I think win. It's the last year. This is the last year they're going to have that school. So they got to go out on a high note. The state championship probably wouldn't be named. They probably would change it to whatever school they go to. So it's weird.
So their school's folding?
Yeah, it's weird thing is like in Wichita they're building 2 new schools, kind of like Tyler and Tyler High. They're just going to rename their schools and give them 2 different schools. So it's weird, but the Hershey High School is they'll be named something else and a brand new mascot and everything.
That's kind of weird for all
Yeah,
your
it's
records and
weird.
stuff.
I'm
It's
gonna go with
very
them.
weird. So
All right, then we got 6A. We got Austin Westlake versus McKinney. I'm going with Westlake.
I'm going with McKinney.
That's
I'm gonna
hard.
go with McKinney.
Same. I'm gonna go with McKinney.
McKinney.
All right, then we got the last game here. We got Duncanville and Estacada. I'm going Duncanville.
I'm
Duncanville.
gonna go
Duncanville. Anthony Black is hard. 6'8" point guard is really hard to stop, and especially Ron Holland and Davion Sky. They have too much.
Duncanville Panthers. Yeah, I'm going with Duncanville. I'd be dumb. I mean, it was funny. I
Did you
remember when
say
they won the.
you're taking Estacada? Is that what you said? Is that what
I'm
you
not.
said,
No,
Corey?
I'm not stupid. No, I'm not crazy.
Hmm.
I remember when they won their first state title. They had Brian Boddicker and some other guys way back when. I remember watching that game at the Drum, and now the Drum is going away, so it's bittersweet, man.
Uh,
It's bittersweet.
uh, it went out
It's
on a
bittersweet.
loss, Corey. I'm
Yeah,
still
I mean,
mad
so did
about
Coach
that.
K. He went out on a loss. So I mean,
I know.
hey, nobody cares about history anymore. It's whatever now, I guess.
Okay, so now we'll just go down and pick our state champion in each classification. Okay,
Kimball.
Mm.
so we got I'm gonna take text line in 1A. 3A, I'm taking Madison, and I'm taking Kim 5A.
Yeah, I mean last year they lost. Yeah, they lost to a buzzer beater last year.
2A, I'm taking Lipen. 4A, Faith Family, and 6A, Duncanville. Those are my 6 champions. I'm sure I'll miss half of those. That's the way it works.
Where the eyes of March.
Yeah. Did y'all see that buzzer beater last night? I know I showed y'all that clip.
Yeah.
The SoCon, is it the SoCon game, I think?
Mhm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker.
It was an incredible
It's gonna
shot.
happen. It's gonna happen now. It's bound to happen. I don't know. What I got
Read
Calvert.
them back to me.
I'm gonna pick Calvert, Madison. Hitchcock.
There you go. If you need some assistance there, fellas. There's the teams again. If y'all can read that.
Let me see. Where we go? No, I can't read. I can't pull it up.
Get your glasses, Corey.
Actually, I got great vision, but I'm just kind of writing. You know. I'm gonna pick Hitchcock. Calvert, Hitchcock. That Hitchcock Madison game is gonna be pretty special. It'll be pretty special. You know, I'm gonna pick Beaumont United. I've heard a lot about them. I like Lipin for sure.
Calvert. Text line. Wait. I'm sorry. All right. Then we go with
Yeah, you should just be able to pick one of the 4
one of
teams.
those. Yeah, I'm gonna go text line. Madison. Mansville.
So Matt, while they're looking at their teams, have you ever been to the state tournament?
No, sir, I have not.
That's one thing we used to do. It's been a long time since I've been. Maybe when my kids get older, but it's a neat thing. If you like basketball, 18 games in 3 days. It's a lot, but it's a lot of fun.
I'm gonna go with LaPointer. Faith Family, and then McKinney.
Interesting.
We got Adrian's dad on here too. He's telling Adrian to sit down. Shout out to Mr. Muffery for being here.
I'm sorry for being on mute right now. I'm just eating. I didn't get to eat dinner.
No, you're good.
Nah,
you're
good, man. You're good.
Did y'all get y'all? Did you get everybody, Corey?
Yeah, I didn't get Adrian. I didn't get Matt's.
Yeah, because I can't read that. That's too darn little.
Yeah,
And
I had to
picked.
zoom. I had to zoom on my computer to see it.
Hold on, see if I can zoom. Can I zoom?
You're gonna have to really zoom.
There you go. Hey, that's what I needed right there.
That's probably two. Now let me get this off. There you go. How's that?
All right, I got Tatum winning. I got let's see. Yeah, this is gonna have to be a hard pass on me.
I got you.
I think I got text line. Text line's a 1A, right?
Yeah, text line's 1A.
Text line was 1A, yeah.
I'm gonna have them for 1A, 2A. I'm gonna go with LePan. I don't know how to say it. I think Cole probably. I feel like Cole is a really good team. Also got Madison. That's kind of hard. 4A, I got FFA, Faith Family. 5A, just because I want Kimball to win, so I'm gonna go for Dallas.
All right.
I feel like we disrespected enough people tonight. I mean, I feel like we have. It's like, ooh.
Oh, that worked out. So now that we've gone through that, Matt, we'll let you go, but I'd like to for you to give your spiel again so people know what you do and give them more of your inside of your website, your Twitter handle, all that kind of stuff that might help them find you.
High school recruiting platform built for high school coaches and high school athletes. The website is scoutingreport.org. Twitter handle is @SR_scouting.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate everything that you do. Yeah, we appreciate everything you do.
Don't you guys have a game, something coming up?
All-Star game at Emory Raines High School, April 2nd. Girls tip off at 5 o'clock, boys to follow.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, we're and I don't know how much you caught of it, but we've last week we made our big announcement that we're expanding and we're going to be streaming. We're going to still be doing Chapel Hill, but we're also going to be streaming other local East Texas teams and games and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to be doing some expansion ourselves. So anything that we can help you with here in the local area, feel free to reach out. We'd be glad to help you with that.
Awesome. I appreciate y'all, and vice versa. Anything I can do for y'all let me know.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming to the show.
Hey, and I hope I did not. I hope I did not hurt y'all's ratings tonight.
Oh no, it was good.
We good.
Y'all have a great night.
We
All
appreciate
right,
it. Thanks, Matt.
You too.
That was Matt Oswalt with the scouting report. Thanks, Matt, for joining us. Now we got you. Here, Adrian. Is there anything else that you would like to ask us?
Like it can be anything.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever you want.
You are the only guest now. You just pick.
A hard question. So out of this year, all the games I got to come, what was probably the most entertaining game for y'all?
I lost y'all for a second. Corey's in the middle of his sneeze. I don't know what he's got. Is he frozen on y'all's screen like this?
No.
No, I see him.
I got Corey like this on my screen. He's like frozen in his elbow.
Nah, he's not frozen on mine.
Corey,
I'm not frozen.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
He's not frozen on mine either.
It's hilarious. He's like this.
Well, I was probably coughing.
I caught the middle of that. I think I got disconnected there for a second. Adrian said, did you say what the most exciting game we've gone?
Yeah, most exciting game that we put on that y'all got to watch.
Man,
I would say for me the Bullard overtime game.
Oh yeah,
probably at home. I didn't like the way it ended with that foul on that bogus foul at the end of the clock like that. That was terrible. That was terrible. Yeah. But as far as basketball season goes, that was probably the most exciting game, most intense game that we called of y'all's.
I would have to echo that because that was an exciting game. Cause we got hyped. We were hyped all night for that game before it got started, and we really wanted that game to be a big one because we wanted to win that game for sure for y'all. But it was a good game to call because we were all kind of hyped and all kind of jacked up.
I mean, you think it hurts? You think it hurts y'all to lose? It's like magnified over there behind the table. Like we bleed blue and gold. So not being able to do anything but sit there and call a game and watch, it's very difficult, as you can imagine.
For me, probably the Glendale game. Watching,
yeah.
Because that game was so intense that even the adults started acting out and they got kicked out of the game. And we proceeded to just trash them. And I love that. We proceeded to just beat them down.
That's when Vince picked up the itch. We had me and Corey all season and we kept wanting Vince to come out every week. Oh, no. He got out to that game and he's never left basketball ever since.
Hey, Vince Name's got that itch. You got more of those games.
That was a great game. That's that to me, that's what a rivalry game is supposed to be. Everybody in their feelings, and for once we came out on top. I was with it.
Yeah, I was after the way we were treating Lindale, the football game and the basketball game. That one was really really sweet.
Yeah, they left the court salty that night.
Yeah, we had some issues in Lindale. They almost weren't going to let us sit at the table down there, and they weren't real friendly. So that was getting that win was sweet. I agree with the main reason why there was the Bullard game is because we were down by I don't know how many points we were down by 20-something points in the first quarter.
I would say the Bullard game. Yeah, I watched that one at home, and I was sitting at the dinner table losing my mind. I scared my daughter when they called that foul because I went to screaming. That was a good game too, though. I enjoyed.
I hated the way it ended. It was a tough way to end the game. I mean, it's one of those things you just don't call that foul on a rebound like that. Nobody got knocked to the ground. It was they were just going up. I don't know why they call. I think the rest were just ready to go home. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when we were walking by them, when we were going to overtime, they kind of like rolled their eyes. They did not want to be there. They didn't want to go to double overtime. I mean, they didn't want to go to overtime at all, actually.
Hey, officials get mad, but officials got to go home too. I hate to say it, they're humans. They want to go home too. They got dinner.
They got to get up and go to work in the morning. Try to cut these lights off.
I did not know he did not just hit this shot. Oh, it's another overtime. You know
Oh,
what?
you
Forget
know
it.
they were mad. You know they were
Outta here.
mad when he hit that shot. They were like, "Come on, man."
So
Not
I got a
tonight.
question. I got a question for you, Adrian. I saw you running off to get home today in your athletic. Did you not get to go back and retrieve your gear and stuff, your clothes and stuff?
I thought I was gonna be able to come on today. So what happened? So I live like right by the school that we can walk home, and they wouldn't let me back in. Like I couldn't get my phone, my bag, clothes. Like I didn't want to get my basketball shoes messed up, so I ran home with no shoes, just socks. So
Yeah.
I didn't get any of my like.
Well, I saw you walking across the field with all your like athletics gear on. I was like, are they not going to let him go get his clothes? But yeah, we got held and we couldn't even go anywhere, even after the students thought to leave.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like we were in the middle. I remember we were on the gun. I made the 4-3, and then out of nowhere, Miss Williams comes in and like yells at us to get out. So we didn't have time to go back in the locker room.
It was an interesting day, that's for sure.
Yeah, honestly. I don't even know what happened. I heard we were on the news or something, but I have no clue what happened.
Yeah.
And just thank everybody was safe. That's a good point.
Yeah, nothing was. That's one of those things that you hope it's nothing serious, and you always think that it's probably just a prank, but you can't take those things lightly. You got to take them serious.
No.
You don't want someone to get hurt.
I remember when we were in school, that stuff seemed to happen a lot. For a while, they were just pranking and doing stuff like that. At the time, it was kind of annoying because boy, they shut down everything. But back then, you never heard of this stuff like that happening all the time. So we didn't always go home. We just would be outside for like an hour, 2 hours, and then I think there was one time I remember they sent everybody home. But
yeah, that was my first time ever experiencing something like that. Honestly, I mean, there was like one time, like the 4th grade, we got sent home because of how bad the tornado was. But besides that, I've never experienced anything like that.
So just a little change to shift the subject. I do have to ask this: like, what are you looking for in as far as like college goes? Like is there like any place in particular where you actually just want to go out of anywhere? Where would you want to go? Where you want to play?
Definitely SMU. I like my major. I want to major in nursing, and they have a great nursing program and education program.
I think there's a need for nurses right now, so I think
Dallas.
I think that's a good pick.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully, just if I work hard. So, honestly, that school.
broke up on me. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but I can't hear him.
I can't. No, I can't hear. I think he froze a little bit. I think I lost him for a minute.
He'll come back.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, we lost him for a second. We heard part of you.
Because of the because of the education and nursing and
there's a real good nursing program right down the road that I'm a former graduate of. They're up to Division II now. I know that's not D1.
Hopefully, I mean, if everything works out, hopefully I can get the UT Tyler. That would be a good offer. That's a really good school. Hopefully I can get that.
It is. It's a very good school, and that I think they're about to get even bigger. The nursing program is about to expand. I think.
Yeah, their nursing program is really good.
Yeah, I'm sure your mom would like that one.
My wife went through that.
Yeah.
So she's
some good ball. That's
Yeah,
some
they're a
good
really good ball
basketball
team.
players. That's some good ball
But
anywhere, man.
like
It's good as far as
facts.
getting to a program, a nursing program, everything else. So that's good. It's always good to expand. As far as like having a dream place to go, and then then having a tier below that and a tier below that. And that's
Yeah,
always
I mean
that's the fun part about it.
there's a lot of hopefully. I mean, I feel like with the talent and the what I have as a coach, Coach Johnson, I know Coach Johnson can get me right. So I feel like hopefully I can get to him. No, because I'm not a D1 to bust type of kid. I don't feel like no one should really. But if you're not like a 5-star or 4-star or even a 3-star, I don't think you should have like the D1 to bust mentality. That's just my opinion. And so hope I know just having a good recruiting person and recruiting coach, I feel like I can get a lot of schools, especially JUCOs, D3s, D2s. So
Well, we'll also do what we can to help you. Anything we can do to
yes,
Absolutely.
help.
sir.
Get that experience, and just know, get that experience in playing college ball and being a part of a college team, and travel and play, and play in different arenas, play against D1 guy. That's an experience that not many people actually get a chance to do and get a chance to
Yeah,
experience that either. And like I said, I know I've said it 1,000 times over. I got to experience my trip. We went to UCLA, and God, I don't think I can remember is watching the Bruins on TV. And then wow, I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is we're playing UCLA. Oh my God, there's Bill Walton, and I saw the banners and saw John Wooden like I was a kid in a candy store. That was a good joke. But no, that's just how it was. Little old Chapel Hill, and you got to experience that. So man, take that to heart. I mean, it's a good opportunity, good experience, and it's a good time to be recruited
yeah,
and get a chance to go places. Man, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, maybe we'll get you back on before next season and talk to you in the preseason and kind of see how things are looking.
yes, sir.
Because y'all, of course,
Mhm.
you may get a lot of looks early if depending on how this football goes next year. You may get maybe a lot of load on you off the first of the season. Because how many guys are right now in off season that aren't playing football?
Okay.
Because
Right now you got me. Uh, no, you can't really count Will and Cam. They're not gonna be here
yeah, that's
next
what I'm
year. So
saying.
me,
Two of the guys are
Emery,
graduating.
yeah, me, Emery, Creighton, uh, Trey, Andrew, Snotty, Aiden. I think we got honestly like 7, maybe I think 7 through 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
So,
have a
so
lot of
part of what
them
you're
in
gonna have to
football.
do is you're gonna have to lead those guys, and
I mean, yeah. I mean, with any group that we have, you can just give us the 8th graders, and we're gonna compete with anyone. So, and when we have spring league, I think in the next week or two, we're gonna compete. And then, we competed this fall league without the football players. I mean, with the football players, I mean, we take it up a notch for sure. We're a way better team with everyone there. But I feel like even without them, this having Coach Johnson, how much better he gets us, I think we can compete still with this out the football players, especially next year. Where I feel like we're gonna start the season off way better. I feel like I kind of started off cold. Like the Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill game, my first game here, I underperformed a lot, and then I ended up picking it up. But it's not going to be underperforming next year for any of us. I feel like we're just going to compete and play hard until they get back, and hopefully they make a long trip like they did last year.
yeah, it was fun. It was a fun ride to get to go and call all those games, and it's kind
Yeah,
of weird to me though. Still, I'm used to when I was in school. Let's just be real. Football, we were terrible. We hardly won any games. It was like basketball was king. You'd probably
yeah,
have 3 guys, maybe 4 come in from football, but the majority of your team that's going to play was in the gym in the
yeah. They were
fall.
there the whole time. That's how it was where I came from. Our football team, my freshman year, I went 0-10. Sophomore year, I think they like one game off the playoffs. So like our whole basketball team was in the off season. But I mean, we have so many athletes that can do any sport here. So
Hmm.
I feel like it just blends in well for everyone, honestly. because you have the ability to do more than one sport and be great. I mean, everyone that we have is really an athlete in any sport they do. So
It's live.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready. I'm anticipating. I'm always gonna go about Chapel Hill basketball, and I'm a basketball head anyway, so it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah.
And hopefully with this, we'll be able to. We're going to be able to cover not just y'all, but we'll be able to cover some other schools. It's going to be fun because we've got a chance to. If there's a big matchup around East Texas, we got a chance to try to go cover it. So it should be a lot of fun. Maybe cover some tournaments and stuff. So, but like I said, Chapel Hill basketball and football is our root of our coverage. So we're still going to be around. It's just we get to expand a little bit, maybe do some other games, give some other teams kind of the thing that I know we've talked about this before, but your dad getting to watch you this year was a cool thing.
Yeah,
that
like
was really neat.
Yeah, I love what y'all do because where I came from, we didn't have nothing like this. Like I don't take this as like it's a blessing, honestly, to be on something like this. Like I'm a really big technology guy. I love podcasts. I used to watch podcasts like during quarantine. That's all I watched was podcasts. So I mean, I love stuff like this and all that. So I mean, it's kind of cool to have stuff like this.
Well, we enjoy too. Like I said, we want to be able to reach out and maybe catch some other places that don't have the ability to do that as well. Give them some coverage.
Yeah.
And like I said, we like to be able to give y'all. It's really just for y'all in the community. We do this for fun. It's fun for us, but it's really the more we can get y'all out there. Somebody can watch you, live stream, watch you, and to recruit you from wherever. They don't have to they don't even have to come to the game. They've got the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, it helped me a lot this year for Dallas. I know I keep bringing up this team, but that's how they were watching me through y'all. And then it was also like really cool. My dad didn't have to pay all that money for NFHS and get like a weird angle. He got to saw y'all and it's like watching it's like you're there, like how y'all commentate. It's like you're there watching it. So it was a cool experience and it was a blessing for my dad. And I think it helped. I think everyone on the team appreciates it because I mean y'all get our name out with the player of the game, the players of the game, and all that. So
that was fun. Especially when something good happened. We like doing the play of the game and stuff. And it's always good. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we'd had a longer run and got to call a game in Commerce that didn't happen. But things happen. But
it's sore subject there.
Yeah. So,
my live tweeting wasn't as good. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. It didn't.
Man, you grade to. You can't be perfect in everything.
I know. It's just hard to. I like things to run smoothly. So, and I tried. Hey, I got to sit courtside in the media section. I got me a nice media pass, Corey. It was.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was a little jealous of that. I'm like, oh, you got the media pass. Okay, cool. All right. So you did get the media pass.
I signed up. I said I'm from NetSN Live. I'm here to cover the game. Sign me up.
Okay, yeah. Now the only thing you needed was a mic and a mixer, and hey. The next thing you could have just been doing the game.
They could have just done radio, I guess.
That's a difficult. Shout out to anybody that does radio, man. That is rough. That is rough.
Shout out to our boy from KMU, Kylo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's radio. That is rough, man. That is rough.
Well, Adrian, we'll let you get going. I'm sure you need to get to bed because got to get up in the morning.
Got school in the morning.
That's young man. He all right. He could probably stay up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he probably would miss the beat,
No, he actually goes to class. He goes to class. He goes to class and does his work, y'all.
I might finish the game.
3.9 GPA. He can coast a little bit. It's almost spring break. It's the last week. Spring break's next week. It's coasting time.
Wait, real quick, do we even have school tomorrow? Because what happened? Do we know?
I assume we still have school. I haven't heard that we're not. So we actually went. We got to go back in the building before the day was over. It was at the very end. So
okay.
After y'all were gone. So yeah.
So
we should
now he's thinking. If that's not in school, I am gonna stay up. See, here we go. Yeah, we go. Let that GPA work for you, young fella. Let that GPA work for you.
Corey,
There
you're
you go.
corrupting him. Let him keep doing good in his grades. Don't listen
I'm
to these
speaking
Yeah, I
guys.
might
life.
finish
This
my
is
2K.
real life.
Yo.
I might finish my 2K game or so. I think I was up
All right.
second quarter, so I might finish that.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming
Hey,
on
thank
with
y'all
us,
for having me
Adrian.
on the show.
Yes,
Oh, man,
sir.
for sure.
No
Keep
problem.
it
I'll
up.
do it
man.
again.
Keep it up.
Have a good one, sir.
Keep balling.
You all too.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
As basketball standout from Chapel Hill, Adrian Muffery joining the show tonight. Thanks him for joining us. Well, it's been a pretty good show tonight, fellas.
Yeah.
I mean, eventful. Man. The disrespect was on live TV. I mean, it was on live, man. I cannot believe the LeBron James effect is in play and it has corrupted the youth's mind. About it. And I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was
That's
gonna
what
happen.
it is. Kobe
I knew it was
will be
gonna happen. I knew it.
imagination. They won't remember Kobe the way we remember Kobe.
Well, we'll have to get Alexia on another week. She had to end up having to work tonight. She was going to try to sneak on with us, but we'll get her on hopefully maybe next week if she can.
Much respect though. Yeah, we definitely get her on. Yeah, for sure.
But,
That's gonna be a good one. And we'll talk to her about it. And
I'm ready for this.
maybe
I'm ready for this week, though, fellas. I got my gear ready.
you got the Texas on. You got
It's the madness. I'm ready.
you got Texas on.
We got some big things coming here on NetSN Live. Don't forget our new website is up. So, we've got a new logo coming very soon. We've got some mock-up ones coming, but we've got the actual logo coming very soon. So, y'all make sure you stay tuned for that. Y'all got anything? We got soccer this week, guys. Are y'all gonna join me in the booth for some soccer?
Man,
Do what? I'm breaking up.
Soccer.
listen, I'm
Go!
about to go on vacation.
I mean, I'm ready. I've got my voice ready. I didn't feel like I hadn't called a game in a while. I'm feeling ready to call some soccer.
My
It may
voice
be
is
ugly,
not.
but
My voice
ready
is
for some.
very good.
We could do a weekly wrap up edition of Chapel Hill soccer. Come on, it could be.
Shout out to first of all, shout out to the soccer team.
Shout out to the
They
soccer
are
team.
doing pretty well. I think they're both in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So they're both in the playoffs.
And the baseball team, we were supposed to cover that one last night. Mr. Whitman and I were going to cover that one last night, but temperature dropped below 40. I just
Yeah. Well, shout out to the baseball team.
And they
though.
won
That-
17-0.
Yeah, they had I can't think of I know he's a Vega. No disrespect, I know he's a Vega. He had like two doubles. So
Yeah, that's Austin Vega.
Yeah, Austin Vega. I say he's a Vega. That I know a couple of them. So it's like he's a good baseball player at that. So yeah, that's shout out to him. I saw his thing on Twitter.
So
I think I
lots of good
shared it.
things going on in Bulldog sports going on. So if you haven't seen our website yet, go check it out. On all our new platforms, we've got our new Twitter account. It's right as we see on the screen. It's at NetSN Live. It's _ live. I'm sorry, and it's the same Twitter handle that we've been using. So if you're already following the old Bulldog Sports Network one, it's the same one. You don't have to change anything. Just make sure you give us a retweet. Also, check out our YouTube channel as well. Go subscribe to that. Like any videos that you see. That helps us out, get our videos out there. So make sure you go over there and check out what we've got and like all that content. It's good to hear from Adrian tonight, especially that he likes us being there, guys. That's good to hear from a player that we cover, and that's makes me feel good because that's one of the reasons why we do it. It's for the kids and also for the community, but giving him the ability to his guys on his team to see him in Dallas, his dad to see him, also getting him extra tweets and stuff on his Twitter, I'm sure, for any plays and stuff that we highlight during the season. So glad that we're able to help him out.
Absolutely.
It's a privilege to get to cover him. So you can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/NetSNLive. Tonight's sponsor, as always, is Zono's Insurance. So shout out to Zoe. Hope to hear from you soon, Zoe. And we hadn't heard from you in a while. I'll have you on the show soon. Y'all got anything else to wrap us up this evening? Man, it's really just all about the madness here the next few weeks. We're gonna have a really big blowout show next week. I'm feeling it's going to be a lot of madness being talked about.
I feel it. I feel it coming. If you haven't watched the Batman, watch the Batman. It's phenomenal. That's all I gotta say.
You watched it twice, right?
I watched. Yes.
Legally?
Or,
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute.
I just asked the question.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll never give up my.
No. You can't get mad at me for asking the question. I just answered
But
the question.
we have viewers. I'm never gonna just say if I watch something illegally.
All I said was, did you watch it legally?
I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
hey,
Okay.
speaking of you two, I need to hold on. I guess I'm gonna have to move myself in between you. Talk about when y'all's next show's coming out, because I'm ready for it. I know everybody's ready for it here. We've got That So Dope podcast now joining the NetSN Live family. When are we going to get an episode on our channels, guys? When is it going to be broadcast on our channels?
We've been taking a little off-season break. You know, we've been busy.
What about a Madness special?
That's not what we do. We don't talk the Madness special on the podcast. We gaining steam right now. There's a lot of things that we could discuss, but you know what? We always strike when iron's hot, because it's gonna be hot when we come out. I know it is.
Okay. Well, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm ready for it to pop up on my thing so I can watch.
Yeah, we gotta get geared up. It's the off season right now. We're getting geared up. Man.
There's no off season.
There is an off season. There is an off season.
Yes,
This is an off season. There was an off season.
There's an off season.
It happened.
Maybe we need some old episodes to re-air then, or something on the channel.
I don't know. We just really trying to find our footing right now. I mean, we just came through the basketball season where we were busy all the time. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll probably get something going here in the next couple of weeks or something like that.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
And then JD got the baby. He got the newborn. So
yeah, he's got a newborn.
Oh man. So, yeah, I know how that goes. Well, y'all have to have an old. We can air an old episode for it, so we can give the fans that don't know That's So Dope a little snippet bit of it.
Yeah,
we got something.
Just a little bit.
We got to do some editing.
No, it's not. There's no. I mean, don't need to edit it. It's y'all's show.
It's edited.
Come on, it's edit free. Come on.
Corey, I want to know if you watch the show legally, and I want to know if you watch Batman legally now.
Wait a minute.
Not watch it legally.
He's not going to tell you.
Then you need to release your sources off air. Off air, you need to release your sources.
Hey, Vince, where do you? Just tell. It's probably the same place you watch TV, Vince.
Hey, you can't tell everybody that.
I didn't talk about that because I can't
Vince,
log back on.
Do you have Suddenlink cable?
I'm just saying everybody ain't got $25 to go to the movies.
My lips are zipped at this point.
How much does it cost to go to the movies now? It's like 20
bucks
a ticket.
It's like $10.
I tell you this, I'm struggling to pay these gas prices right now, so the movies out of the question. So I need the plug, Corey.
This is true.
I need your plug.
Hey, you should exchange information, Vince. You tell him about your TV source, and he'll tell you about your movie source.
Yeah, what they
this is true. But then again, the Batman is going to come on HBO Max in about a month, so it's going to be all right.
Do you pay for HBO Max?
I don't pay for anything.
Listen, why do you think I asked him about legally?
No pay. Man, no wonder your Suddenlink stream gets choppy every once in a while. They're trying to cut you off.
I have no idea what you're referring to. Listen, I don't know what you're
trying to catch up with Corey Marshall for a long time.
I have no idea. I'm pleading the fifth.
They probably watching. They probably watching. That's that guy right there.
What I can tell you, because of my connections and because of who I know, who knows me, some of these things that you may be charged for, I don't have to pay those. So just letting you know. I'm in good there.
Well, since
Corey's
you
the
work
type
for
of guy
Sunlink, you
that
don't have to pay that. So I mean,
Corey's
we
the
know
type
that
of
I
guy
have
that while we
no
standing
idea
outside the
what
club
Brett is
waiting to get
saying.
in and get
that
on the
is
business,
that's a
Corey
steal
walks
because I
by
mean,
everybody, shakes hands with the bouncer, and walks in the door.
Sunlink
You know,
charges probably $300 for cable now. So Vince knows how
I
much
have
they
no
charge.
idea
Hey,
what Brett is saying at this
Uh,
point. I cannot speak on those things that Brett
I
is
cannot
saying.
if you
confirm
want
or
free
deny.
cable, go work for Sunlink. That's one of
You
the
know,
perks.
if that's what it's called now, I don't know. I have no unearthly idea. You know, if that's what it is, that's what it is. At this point. I don't know. I plead the fifth. My
Oh
lips
All
man,
are
right.
sealed and zipped. But what I can tell you at this point that I have seen it twice, legally or unlegally, legally or illegally, whatever you want to call it.
you didn't
I've
see it
seen it
twice
twice.
legally because you wouldn't have any money left for food this week.
He wouldn't have made it.
I've seen
He
it
can't
twice. I've
afford
seen it twice legally.
the
Twice.
gas to get there. Have you seen these prices?
Put an L in front of legal, but I've seen it. It's
Have
okay.
you seen these gas prices? They crack prices.
Yeah.
This is
I
crazy.
don't watch the gas prices. I just
Man,
I just
I don't know.
walk
I
up
don't
to the
know how
pump.
you live. I don't know how you living.
Well,
I
barely.
don't know how you do it.
The
Well,
work from home life isn't too bad.
he's got that new
Oh yeah,
cushy job.
I
He got
forgot.
that new
Yeah, he
cushy
ain't got to leave
job.
the house.
Yeah.
I'd rather not. I'd rather go. I'd rather go. But it fits. It's okay right now. Won't complain about it.
Oh man.
You know.
Well, for Vince and Corey, I'm Brett. Thanks for watching the weekly wrap up. Remember, catch us Friday night. Chapel Hill versus Van, girls and boys soccer. We'll have it right here. We'll also have the weekly wrap up show again next week. We'll talk a lot on March Madness and hoops. So tell your friends about us. NetSN Live. NetSN.live is the website. So catch us every week. Peace out. Have a good evening, everyone.
Kobe's better than LeBron.
Agreed.